Jim, do you know what we're doing today? We're gonna be reading Greg Goes to Vietnam.
Alright.
This should
That's
be
not what I saw coming.
this should be fun.
Please
This
help me
should be
strap my foot.
fun! Alright, so Jim, I guess let's just jump into it, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, here we go. Let me share my screen. Epic transition. Bonk. Alright.
Please help. If this video gets please help me. He said if this video gets 100 views, he'll free me from his basement. Oh my gosh, his dog has been licking me in the ear for 28 minutes now. Please help me, please help me, please help me.
Silly. Anyways, let's get started with the funny meme. Alright,
And here comes.
okay, I'll read.
And here comes.
Okay, so we're just gonna read this off. I'll do the first page, you do the second. And
I'll provide background music.
Can you don't maybe?
Read.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Jim, for rickrolling literally anyone watching.
No problem.
Let's actually start. Greg Goes to Vietnam, Part 1, the draft. My draft notice arrived in the mail yesterday. I'm angry, but I knew this was inevitable. Oh well. I'd asked Mom if she'd help me escape to Canada, but she wasn't much help. I'm gonna keep at it.
Continue.
What did Johnson say again? I will not send American boys 8 or 10,000 miles to do a job Vietnamese boys ought to be doing for themselves. Look, I hate the commies as the next guy, but this isn't our war to fight. Last thing I want is to die in some jungle in nowhere on the other side of the world because President Johnson's ego is too big to end this war. I'll try to convince Dad about the Canada thing. He's as anti-war as they come. If not, I may have to take matters into my own hands. Alright, Jim, what did you think of the first part of the freaking...
Don't worry, Jamerson. You'll eventually be able to spit it out.
Oh,
personally, my views on it are...
Oh, shut it.
Okay. Personally, I think that's an example of bad writing.
Well, anyways, let's go and find Part 2. Part 2, Private Jefferson. Alright, your turn, Jim.
Alright. Well, I just arrived at basic training. I can't say that I'll enjoy it, but I can say this. Our dress uniforms are sharp. I'm sure these will help me pick up girls. You know what they say, women love a man in a uniform. I've also made a new pal, Private Rowley Jefferson. I noticed he seemed a little nervous, so I kind of took him under my wing. Jefferson seemed a little clueless, but let me tell you, the guy can handle an M60 like no other. We did some combat exercises, and under fire, Jefferson's one of the finest human beings in the world. All he needs is some throwing hand grenades at him the rest of his life. I'm telling you, nothing phases this guy. The drill sergeant was telling us about combat stress and crap, whatever. Jefferson is like a man of steel out there. Absolutely nothing distracts him from the mission at all. I can be the brain, and he can be the brawn. I'm telling ya, we'll be a great team.
So, anyways, Pinky and the Brain, anyone?
What?
Commit Pinky and the Brain, Jim.
What, did you stop recording or some crap?
Commit Pinky and the Brain.
I'd take it as yes.
No, I'm still recording. Anyways,
Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
Anyways, back to screen share. Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, next one. Whoa, 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 part 3, shipping out. Well, looks like this is it. Boot camp is done. I'm off to Vietnam. I'm scared. I've heard how long the average lifespan of grunts over there is, but I've been trained well enough, and who knows, maybe I'll get lucky when I have to. And I got Jefferson watching my back. Plus, I met this girl during basic, so I may have something to fight for. I can get on a ship tomorrow at the crack of dawn. Maybe I can see her one last time. Are you smiling about private? Smooch. Good night, USA. Good night, USA. Good morning, Vietnam. I suppose that was a pretty cool thing to end it on, at least for the 3rd chapter. That was a good chapter ending. Anyways, Jim, what are your thoughts, so far?
Move on to the next one!
Alright! Chill, my dude, chill.
Finally!
Blah, 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 blah. Switch back over to Google. Bonk. Bip. Scoop, whoop, scoop, you, doop. Part 4, patrol. Alright. Your turn.
We went on our first patrol tonight. They say that war is like 99% waiting and not 1% actual fighting. And that's completely fine by me. Let me tell you, walking around the rice paddies at night is eerie. And up without the threat of a bunch of rice farmers jumping out at you. Sergeant Morris told us all about it. How the gooks would always attack first, and then blend in with the civilians, like cowards they were. He told us that out here. Everyone in here, I don't know. Until they are it. And sometimes you have to go to the extreme. But that brass usually look the other way. I, for one, don't like the idea of shooting civs. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh boy! Was that, quite the ending to Chapter 4. So now we officially know that Greg Heffley, canon, has shot civilians. How fun!
This sounds like a kid's channel trying to do a funny bit, but it just ends up not being funny.
Greg Heffley canonically has shot... Can we just bring up the fact that Greg Heffley has officially canonically shot innocent people? That's fun! Anyways, on to the next part! Whoa. Alright, go to Discord, screen share, bonk, bip, boop,
Stream.
OBS, and Google. Boom.
Wow, they look
We were on patrol one night. Should have been a night like any other. Boy, was I ever wrong. When I was looking down, it happened. One moment, we all hear is the soft sounds of the jungle. The next, the night is torn wide open by the screaming of those commies and the roar of an RPK. Sergeant Morris was hit first, and the poor bastard absorbed the worst of the opening barrage. We tried to retreat to the tree line. We were caught in the wide open. We were utterly... I blindly fired my M16 into the trees and grabbed Private Jefferson and hauled ass back towards camp. Disoriented and under shock, I didn't think we'd make it. You know, it's not my fault, but yet, I wish I'd been more alert. Those guys can sure plan an ambush. I have to give them that. Hey, look, it's Greg Heffley. Hey, yo, why does Rowley have a Halloween basket though?
And then later, they both died of dysentery in the bushes. The end.
Very correct, Jim. You sure know your history.
Yeah! Anyway, so later on the Oregon Trail, they would cross this river, and when crossing that river, they would have a minor issue. The bank of the river was actually an alligator.
Oh no, what shall they do? Anyways, Rep Sergeant Morris, cause of death, 22 RPK rounds to the chest. Oh,
You know
rip, honestly.
Major oops. Anyway, this is Xbox 360 ASMR.
Alright. Share screen. Bonk. Bip. Boke. Beep. Bop. Boop.
Alright. Okay.
Alright, let's continue.
Dealing with the ambush has been hard. Surprisingly, Jefferson is taking it especially hard. Keeps only to himself. Gets jumping. I can't do that. Random mood swings. Oh, and the night miss. The guy can't go 2 nights without him. Wait, what? I think they. Oh, whatever. Waking us up all night, screaming about Sergeant Morris. I got to be honest with you. I think he's losing it. I don't blame him either. Stealing your friends in a blue of blood and guts isn't exactly something you always tell you about when you're asking to fight for Uncle Sam. I told Colonel Granger about Jefferson. Says Jefferson is just a... That's the army, I guess. I feel like it's only a matter of time before Jefferson goes ahead and offs himself. Dang shame, really. But what else can I do?
So that was kind of a somber note to end off, this chapter of Greg Heffley Goes to Vietnam.
And anyway, this is an epic moment to say that I'm creating an epic game.
This is a PogChamp moment. Smash like, guys, for Rippin' Sergeant Morris.
Oh.
Alright. We are back at it again at Krispy Kreme. Alright, here we go. I don't know how much more Jefferson can take. I saw him at Chow yesterday, just sitting there with this kind of deranged look on his face. Went to say hi to him, and he kind of turned with this insane grin. Didn't even blink. He's gotten jumpy too. Tried to get into our tent last night, and he beat my head to a pulp. I'm telling
Jefferson was that for?
He's gonna snap soon, and when he does, it ain't gonna be pretty. At the very least, my up hand got me a few days of R&R. Sure can't wait to get back. Oh wait. Sure can't wait to get back it. Wow. How
spin.
That was quite the chapter. It shows Sergeant Jefferson's descent into madness.
Okay, he should be a literature teacher.
Alright. Jim, you're up. Boop,
Nice.
Bip, bop, bada bop, boom, pow. Oh! Alright, continue. Ouch!
It finally happened. I sustained my first combat injury.
What is this, the ASMR Greg Heffley hour?
Please now shut up. I wanted us to take this godforsaken hill, despite our recon saying it was too well defended. Napalm the crap out of it. Lob some artillery on those. And roll in some tankers, right? Gas sunscreen until the air wing is tied up and the artillery needs to be resupplied. This place is a mess. Wherever we move in. Until we get pinned down and air support is unavailable. That's when you get the kook snails being the... You know you gotta get up and see other people die, but getting to that was a different story. Wanted to cry like a female dog. At least I'll be out of commission for a while. Getting people just what I need. I can't see me.
Well, that was quite the chapter. Greg could canonically die in Vietnam?
What?
Who would have guessed? Alright,
Broomstick handle.
Alright, I suppose there's nothing left for me to do, but, I guess just continue.
Took you long enough.
Yeah. Anyways, let's continue. Oh God! It was my last night in the hospital and I just wanted to walk around a little. Well, I'm just wandering around the complex when I hear this awful scream from down the hall. Look, I've done my time in combat and this wasn't like any other scream I'd heard before. I tell you that. I peeked into the room and it hit me. You know that sticky orange redacted word. Napalm? Looks like the government is testing it on its own soldiers. I crept into the room and ducked out of sight. And the moment the docs left, I grabbed as many files as I could and ran.
I think we need to add more pepper.
Lucky for me, I was hit at the end of my tour. I'll be going home in a few days. When I get back, I'm going straight for the New York Times. The Army will have my redacted word for this, but some things are worth going to jail for. Now, so apparently, government was caught in a huge scandal. How fun!
That's never happened before.
Yeah, that's definitely never happened before.
Thank you, Donald Trump. You were an excellent president with no flaws!
Funny joke, man.
Haha, the joke about that is he was actually not that good of a president, as during his term, like 400,000 people died.
Yeah, he kinda sucked, not gonna lie.
Anyways,
let's continue. Spook.
Joy-Con boys for life.
Rip Etika, dude.
Rip Etika. Even though it's been a long, long time. Country roads! Take me home to the place I belong!
West Virginia!
Mountain
Mama!
Take me home! Country road! Anyway. Well, feds finally caught up with me. Didn't take long for the grand jury.
Southern Belle? You a Southern Belle?
Well, the feds finally caught up with me. Didn't take long for the grand jury to indict me of conspiracy against the United States and a bunch of other crap. Well, this shows the government is really just a legalized tyranny. People have the right to know. Sip. Next up comes the legal fight my lawyer is good. He's dealt with the feds before. I've got a fair amount of public support too, but really this goes to show how fricked up this whole situation is. Boys are dying for no good reason upon this war, and I'm going to prison for exposing government lies. This isn't the line. America, Fuffle. This isn't the America Morris took 7 rounds to the chest wall, and it sure isn't as hell isn't the same America Jefferson blew his brains out over. Morty!
No!
4 days to Bendigo!
No, Jefferson! Me so sad now.
Me so sad. I go cry in corner.
I was not aware that Jefferson was dead, but it makes me sad that he is.
Rip. We don't really care, though.
What are you talking about? You don't care.
Line!
Part 11, Aftermath.
Anyway, I'm gonna go take a nap. It's your line, so it's gonna be boring.
Alright, bro. No need to be rude about it. Oh, God. I gotta share my screen on Discord. Bonk. Bip. Bada bop, boom, pow. I've been locked up in a federal prison for 3 years now. It sucks, but I stand by my actions 100%. Great son you got there, Frank! I only have one regret, and that's what I've put my family through. I know they stand by me, but I can't say that for everyone else. I know my dad's coworkers at the agency don't take kind to snitches. I'm not really.
We are very professional.
I just wish that they didn't have to suffer because of the choices I made. Who knows? Public support of the war is at an all-time low. Maybe one day people will appreciate my sacrifice. Maybe they'll stop harassing my family. Maybe
big oofs.
Maybe if I'll even get a pardon. Until then, I want my story to be heard. I want Jefferson's to be heard. I want Morris's to be heard. People deserve the truth. This is Private First Class Greg Heffley. Over and out.
RIP. Oh, here, there's
Anyways, I thought that was a pretty fun story.
Yes, I am man. Once I was 7 years old.
My mama told me. What's the next? Go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old.
We are very professional.
Anyways, that was a pretty fun story. I enjoyed that. How about you?
Shut up. Jamerson, shut up. Go to my channel. Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
Well, I guess that's Jim. Anyways, I thought that was a pretty fun story. Let me know in the comments if you want more of this. And, yeah. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, lol.